Hi Dollar Divas, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I thought would be kind of a fun idea. I'm going to be doing the full face of Dollar Tree makeup, but the catch is that it's all makeup that I'm wanting to declutter. Stuff I don't reach for, stuff I haven't used in a good long while, and some stuff is just stuff that I don't like that I somehow still have. So I thought it'd be fun just to kind of see what kind of a makeup look that I could get using some of these products. So yes, thought that would be fun. So if you are a returning Dollar Diva, thank you so much for coming on back for another video. And a hello to all my new Dollar Divas that have joined me recently. Thank you so much for joining our family here on YouTube. And if you're brand new to my channel, my name is Jessica and I'm basically a bargain makeup channel. So what that means is I love to do all the same fun content that other makeup channels like to do. I just like to keep it in the bargain price point. So of course, lots of Dollar Tree, and I'll even venture out to like Shop Miss A, Temu, Shein, things like that. And even other dollar stores, as long as it's like $5 and under. The closer to $1, the better for me. But so if that sounds like your thing, you're definitely in the right place. And I do hope you'll become part of our Dollar Diva family here on YouTube. As always, I will have related content linked down below. I'll have all my Dollar Tree makeup videos and other related content down below in the description box. That way you can binge watch more content if you are new. And so yeah, without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So some of these items are actually brand name items I did find at Dollar Tree that I just don't reach for. So there's all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna of course start with eyebrows like I always do. And this is an Ioni product. And it's not that it's bad, it's just a product that I don't reach for. So this is the Ioni Brow Gel. I have dark brown. They have a clear as well, but you know, as you can see, I've got very sparse, short eyebrows. So a product like this almost, and I've had several brands. I've had them from Milani. I've had a Benefit one that I got like in an Ipsy or something like that. They tend to just not make my brows the way I want them to be. And you know, my mind can always be changed. I might end up loving a product that's in here and using it up. Who knows? It's definitely a pigmented product. Definitely nothing wrong with the product. It's just my eyebrows just require some different things. I made a little bit of a mess. Now I always welcome tips, like, so I had a Dollar Diva say that you start lighter on the inner part. I'm not gonna be able to probably do this with this product today, but so I'll try it next time when I use a pencil or a powder. But these products just tend to be a little messy, in my opinion, for my particular brows. Because see, that's a much thicker brow than I'm used to. Now it might be, of course, I'm going to clean it up with concealer. You know, this, it might be better. I don't know. I mean, y'all might like my brows better like this, but I don't know. I try to go as light as I can. But see, I don't like that you get these little like things right here. That one's definitely much worse. Like I said, I'm going to clean them up like concealer. And that step is going to be absolutely necessary today. Oh Lord, y'all, I don't like a product like this. That one is definitely messier. Okay, let me fix it like right now. So what I have for a concealer product is a brand name thing that I found. It's the Wet n Wild Coverall Coverstick. It's in the shade Light Pale. It's one of these types of sticks, like concealer stick right here. And I'm going to put it like on a little flat brush. And I'm going to use this to clean up my eyebrows. When I was in, I guess, high school, I used to love these, like, I guess I used to use CoverGirl back in the day. But I used to love these cover sticks for, like, under my eyes and stuff. It's not a product that I reach for anymore. But, of course, I bought it at Dollar Tree because it was a brand name. I'm going to blend it out. I think I'm going to be okay. Except it's a much thicker brow than I am used to. This one here needs serious help. Comment down below if you love like a brow kind of gel like this. And I would assume that if you do, you probably have really nice eyebrows to begin with. Probably some like full eyebrows as well. I know there's like clear products like that too, where if you don't want to deposit color, you can just use it to tame your brows. My brows don't really need taming. There isn't really anything to tame. Okay, I think we got a look. This product here, it might be a little bit better in like a medium brown for me, just because they are so thick. And like I said, and as I go through the video, if my mind becomes changed, I will let you know, but I think I'm definitely gonna be getting rid of this product right here for sure. Okay, so I put some eyeshadow primer on. I just used the LA Colors eyeshadow primer in matte finish. Not a product I'm looking to get rid of. And I've got a few different eyeshadow products. One is a Wet n Wild trio. It's Sweet as Candy, and this is the color story right here. Just not something I reach for. Then I've got this ColorMates Easy Eye Color eyeshadow, like a trio type thing as well. It's in Smoked Plum. And I've used all of these like in a testing Dollar Tree makeup video at some point. Then I get this little Wet n Wild single. This is in Nudecomer. And so I'm going to just try to get a look with these and just see where it leads. So of course with this eyeshadow palette here, you have your eyebrow, you have your brow bone, crease, and eyelid. But I think I'm just going to kind of play between the two, because this one here has like a darker pink, and then this one here's got like a shimmer that's like a cream shimmer. So I'm going to try to get a look between the three. So I'm going to save that lightest brow bone shade in the Wet n Wild palette for my brow bone. So I'm going to go into this shade right here in the ColorMates Easy palette. This one also had like embossing, like highlight, crease, lid, like the Wet n Wild palette. Actually, I might use that brow bone shade. I'm not really wanting like a shimmer here, but I may have to. I think that one's going to do a little bit better. Okay, yeah. So I am going to go into that brow bone shade right there. I just want to lay a base down. Now I'm going to go into that shade right there. You know, like I said, these are just things I don't ever reach for. That's got some nice pigmentation though. I've got so many eyeshadows that, you know, if there's something that I don't really reach for, it's not really, you know, it's not really worth me having in my collection. So now I'm going to deepen it up, and I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go into that kind of, and hopefully this like comes across as like a darker pink. I want to, oh yeah, oh for sure, yeah. And these are all a little bit shimmery. Okay, that's doing something. Like I said, just because I can get a look doesn't mean I'll necessarily keep them in my collection. We're just doing this for fun today. That deepened up really nice. So these are the two like browner shades. This is in the Smoked Plum ColorMates Easy palette. That's in the other one. See, like that's not really gonna do much, y'all. At least I don't think. Let me get a more compact brush. And again, as always, my brushes are a little damp because I never have them cleaned for when I film. So I clean them as I go, and they're a little damp, and it only helps really. So I'm gonna use a more compact brush. And I'm going to go into that middle shade there in the Wet n Wild palette. And really try to pack it on, because I want to get a little bit of a smoky effect. I don't know that it's going to happen. Okay, I don't think that that's going to really do what I want, so I'm going to go into that brownish plum shade. It's like a brown, but it's got a little hint of purple. I think that's going to actually be a little darker. Yeah, and I'm having an insane amount of fallout because I am going very heavy-handed, because I don't feel like these are going to give like a lot of color payoff. So when I panic, I go even heavier-handed. Okay, we're going to be fine. I think we're at least going to get some kind of a look. I'm underwhelmed. That's kind of what I expected to be. I'm going to go in while I'm here and add the brow bone highlight. I'm just going to use my finger. Just see what that does here. I'm just going to take my brush, just blend a little bit of some color up. Okay, very underwhelmed so far. We're going to move on to Lashes, Liner, Face, and come back and add some of like the shimmer and just try to pull the look together. But we're going to move on for right now. So for mascara, this is going to probably go straight into I would say the trash, but it's going to end up going into my makeup empties for the year, because I'll put decluttered products or things that I just let go of. They don't have to be empty. Okay, one good thing that happened. So for mascara, I'm just going to add a coat of mascara because I am going to put on a pair of lashes. This is the Mercerie Volume XX Volumizing Mascara. And the first time I used it on camera, this whole thing came out. It did not today, but look at it, just like what a gloopy, awful mess that is. It's just, La Mercerie makes some nice products, and as we know, mascara is not one of them. I put this in, you know, the one that comes in the black tube that's terrible. I put this in because I think I've already done a full face of my least favorite makeup or something. At some point I used that mascara, or this one here was such a tragedy with that little stopper thing that this one actually stands out more in my mind as one that I do not like. That has got to go. One thing I can say about this mascara is it's a lot less dried out than the one in the black, but it just seems messier, at least in my first impression. But at least it didn't do that this time around. That thing stayed in. I'm gonna just, for fun, add another coat. This definitely is a better mascara than the one in the black tube. The one in the black tube is just the worst. Like literally the worst mascara at Dollar Tree, period. So for liquid liner, this one here, out of all the liquid liners I have, I just don't like, this is the one I really like the least. It's the Wet n Wild ProLine Graphic Marker Eyeliner. Again, found this at the Dollar Tree. I did use it in a video at some point, and I might have kind of liked it. This is kind of what the tip looks like. And I find it really hard to be like elegant with it versus like a little thin brush. So I've actually been trying to use this in work, and I feel like I've not done a great job with my liner. It's hard too. It doesn't have any finesse, like, which really isn't a problem when you're down here by your lash line, but when you move outward, it just feels a little harder to finesse it. But I guess the idea is that it's graphic. You're meant to kind of like, I don't know, get a harsh line. Now see, like I do okay, but it's just, some liquid liners are just so much easier to use than others. And it all depends on that brush, y'all. Whatever the brush is like will like dictate how good the liner is, at least for me. They're a little uneven, but like I said, I was able to get a result, but this is not the easiest liner to use. So now for lashes, I know I've used these in a full face of my least favorite Dollar Tree makeup, and I hung on to them for some reason, and we're gonna be using them today, and then they're going away. These are the ColorMates Lash Out Lashes. I must have bought them around Valentine's Day. Packaging is really super cute, but the lashes are horrible. Now the band is thick, but that's not like the biggest problem. They just look so plasticky, and you can even see on camera, they just look like straight up plastic. So these are gonna be used today for the last time. And I'm just gonna be using some LA Colors lash glue. So while I wait for the glue to get tacky, we're gonna just do foundation. And I'm not really looking to declutter this or get rid of it, but it is my least favorite foundation from Dollar Tree. It's the LA Colors Liquid Makeup. This is in the shade Beige. And so I'm almost done with it. It's like, that kind of thing that it's my least favorite, but when I go to use it, I end up doing okay, I'm just gonna use my Sassy Chic foundation brush. See, even with you can just kind of see it kind of like, it's just like paint. It just doesn't blend into the skin the way the Candy Moyo or the Be Pure foundations blend in. It just takes a little longer for it to kind of settle down. And this is a really nice brush too. So like if I'm having a hard time with it with this brush, now that I've used this brush quite a bit, then I know it's difficult. It has decent coverage. It just doesn't sink into the skin as nicely as other products from Dollar Tree. But I do think over the years, they have made the coverage better. And I don't really mind the finish. I always end up being fine with the finish. It's just kind of the application. But see, got a decent look. So now the glue is tacky, so I'm gonna put these on, and I'll just do it on camera. I'm actually gonna trim some off. I think that will help a bit. I think that will help a bit. Oh yeah, that helped a lot. I still don't like the lashes, but that did help. Certainly doesn't hurt. So I got them on. Trimming them definitely helped. So the end result looks fine. I just really hate ColorMates lashes. So yeah, these will definitely be going after this video. Eyeshadow looks kind of fine though. And like I said, we'll add some more finishing touches. So now we're gonna continue on with the face. So I really don't have like a bronzer product from Dollar Tree that I'm looking to declutter, but I do have this LA Colors Contour Kit. This is in tan. I don't see these anymore, but I used up the light shade, but this brown shade here was always a little bit odd for my skin tone. See, you can see it's almost like, it's like a taupe, and it's just a little weird. So it was never good for contouring because it just simply wasn't dark enough for me. But I'm gonna try to use this as a bronzer and just kind of see what happens. I'm gonna use one of these ColorMate Easy brushes. This is brand new, so that way I can make sure that this color here, I'm getting a true color from this shade. This is Cool Tone. So if you're Cool Tone, I don't know if they still sell this. I don't see it in Dollar Tree anymore, but they may sell it in like Family Dollar or something like that. if you're cool toned, this might make a nice bronzer for you, and contour kit, of course. I mean, honestly, I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. I actually really think I like the color. I don't know if I've ever really used this as a bronzer. I think I've only ever tried to use it as a contour, and it might have been in the summertime. I might have been more tan than I am like right now. I'm honestly not hating it. I may hang on to it. I may hang on to that. It worked really well for where my skin is right now, just kind of adding a little bit of contour. Like I said, I may have tried it in the summer when I was darker and it just wasn't going to do anything. But like right now, like I said, I haven't really been in the sun a whole lot. I'm not as pale as I'm going to get, but I'm not as tan as I've been. So again, pleasantly surprised. So for blush, I actually used one of these in I actually used one of these in a recent video for my fall makeup look. So this is the LA Colors Gel Cream Blush. This is in the shade Admirable. So that's what it looks like. So we'll see if I can't make it work for my skin tone. So clean stippling brush. I'm just going to blot it on the back of my hand. Now it's not terrible. It's actually, it's actually a very natural look between that and the bronzer. I mean, it's not doing like a whole lot. I guess I was just concerned it might just be a little odd on my skin, but I'm actually not hating it, especially with the eyeshadow and what we got going on. I mean, it's not like a blush I could really wear for the stage because you need your cheeks to pop, but the shade's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. So again, who knows? You just never know sometimes. Sometimes you have to try things more than once, So this, y'all, I forgot to conceal under my eyes, and I might as well just forget to, because this is going to go away for sure. Like, this is like a non-negotiable. The LA Colors Concealer, I'm going to use it one more time. This is in the shade Nude, and then it's going to go away because it does absolutely nothing. And I'm just tired of having it around. I need more space. And so we're going to just use it and get rid of it today. Again, it just kind of moves around. It doesn't really sink in. Doesn't really do a whole lot in general. So yeah, doesn't really, and I don't even need a lot of coverage. If you need a lot of coverage, this is not going to be a concealer for you. So I just set my makeup down with a little bit of powder. I just use the Ioni mattifying powder. I don't have any powder that I'm looking to declutter, so that's something that I do really like. So now we're going to move on to highlighter. And this here, I've had this for a long time. And it is the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint. I think I even used it like last year. This is in Gold Star. It's really very pretty. It looks like, kind of looks like the NARS Orgasm Illuminator, which I do have. I found it at TJ Maxx, but I'm really going to get rid of mine because it's kind of separating a little bit. So this is going to be the last hurrah. Doesn't have a smell. It actually smells like citrus. It smells pleasant. So I'm just going to, again, use my stippling brush and just add a little highlight. The color's really very, very pretty. Like I said, mine needs to go because it's kind of separating a little bit and I don't ever really reach for it. So we'll just get a nice little highlight. So now I'm going to go back to the eyes. We're going to add some finishing touches. Again, something I don't reach for because I just don't reach for shadow sticks. This is the Ardell Irresistible Shadow Stick. This is in Smoky Black. I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. And we might use this to smoke out a little bit. I don't really know. We'll just try to use it best we can. Like I said, eyeshadow sticks are just not something that I generally reach for. But I'll buy them at the Dollar Tree if I see them because I think, oh, well, I'll use it as like an eyeliner. And then I never do very much. That did a nice job. Again, it's not a bad product. It's just not something I reach for. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm going to go into that little Wet n Wild Cream Shimmer Single, and I'm just going to get like a little brush, a little tapered brush here. I recently showed you my Dollar Tree makeup collection, and I think when I swatched this, I was like, I really should like use this more. See, like I feel like the swatch, when I swatched it in that video, it had a lot more shimmer to it than it does on the eye. It's like it just doesn't execute on the eye the way I want it to, so I don't ever reach for it. I mean, it's like it just really hasn't done it. I don't feel like it really did a whole lot like on my inner corner. Again, underwhelming for me personally and just not something I'm reaching for. So now we're going to finish with the lips. I'm going to use two different products. We're going to do one then the other because I really can't decide which one I reach for less. So y'all, this formula of lipstick I love. I don't love this color. So when I tell you that I had this lipstick that I used to love wearing at work and I used it till it ran out, I had like an orange one, I had like a red one. This is the formula, this is the lipstick. It's the Broadway Colors Matte Lip Lacquer. This is in One Fine Day. It's kind of a nude shade, but it's a little bit of an odd shade. So I'm gonna put this on first, and then I've got the Nude Glam lipstick. I've got another shade of this that's really nice, but this is the shade Oh Teddy. And I don't know if the shade really looks good on me. So we're gonna go in with the Broadway Colors first. Whichever one looks better, I'm gonna keep on for, I'm filming another video after this, so whatever one looks better, I'll keep on. That's actually not looking as bad as I thought. I said some of these things are things I don't reach for, so then sometimes when I go back to reach for something that I haven't normally reached for, I end up falling in love with it. Like I said, this is like one of my favorite formulas of liquid lipstick ever. Okay, that's really not bad, especially with the look that we have going on. Feeling really good about it. Yeah, I really don't mind that at all. I guess I thought the shade would look a little bit weirder on me. So now I'm going to go into this other shade here. Like I said, this one here, you'll kind of see what I mean when it's on my hand. I just don't know how it's going to look on me, but we will try it. Okay, it's kind of like a one of those like types of lips where it kind of blends in with your skin a lot. I don't think I like this shade as much as I really didn't mind this shade at all. But it's really not terrible. I don't mind it. But I'm going to put the other one back on. Okay, so there we are. We got a look with like makeup that I'm wanting to get rid of. Things I haven't reached for in some time. And some things pleasantly surprised me. And some things were okay. I'm not going to keep them. And then some things are going straight into the empties bin. So let's recap and I'll tell you what my final thoughts are on the products that are on the chopping block. These three things here really weren't as bad as I thought. That actually works really nice as a nice cooler toned bronzer for when I'm not as tan. I think I could get away with maybe even using that up. So I may hang on to that. The blush, really, again, a really nice complement to this bronzer. Both kind of cooler toned, lighter, a lot more subdued. I can honestly say that I really like the look that these created. Really don't mind this lipstick here. I would even wear this on the stage. Of course, I love the formula. This formula for me is like second to none. But yeah, really the color, I thought the color was going to be a little weirder. But really, I like it, especially with the look that I have going on. It's a really good complement to everything I got going on. And the Ardell eyeshadow stick. It's really not a bad product. It's a nice product. It did line my eyes really nice and smoked out real nice. I just don't tend to reach for an eyeshadow stick. So that's really the only problem with that. So then these things here were just kind of so-so for me. The eyeshadows, the Nude Glam lipstick, the eyeliner, and the concealer. The concealer did a pretty good job at, like under my eye, like under my brow bone. I don't really like a product like this for under my eyes. So, you know, it's just not really gonna be something I reach for. Maybe it is something I use to clean up my brows. I'll try it at some point when I do my brows with a normal product. And then the liner, like I said, it's you know, pigmented and stuff like that. And I was able to do okay, but it's one of the harder liquid liners I've ever used. The color of this lipstick, I have, like I said, I have another one that's in like a little bit brighter, darker shade. This one here, the shade's just a little odd. I mean, not terrible, but just a little odd. And then I'm just very underwhelmed by these. These I'm going to probably just go ahead and get rid of because although my look is fine, I can do that with like other eyeshadows. And God knows I need the space, you know what I mean? And this here, I might just try using this like in work in lieu of liquid eyeshadow. The only thing is it's just not as shiny and it's just not as bright as I want it to be. It's a little bit more like flesh tone. I don't know, just very, very, very underwhelmed with the eyeshadow. So these things here now are definitely leaving my collection for sure. Lashes, need I say more, they're done. Trimming them did help, but they are definitely going. For me, and some of you may talk me out of this and argue with me about it. If so, I totally understand. I'm not offended. I do like my brows, honestly, like in the finished product here. I'm not hating them. At first, it was a little jarring. But of course, this type of a product, and not Ioni specifically, but just a brow gel in general, is just not really a product I reach for and go to. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. My brows ended up fine, and I'm sure with more practice, I could get better at it. So I don't know. My mind might be changing. That might not be on the chopping block. I don't know. Concealer is basically as good as garbage. I hate this concealer. You guys know I hate this concealer. Yeah, this I'm not even going to bother keeping. Then this here is nice, but like I said, it's kind of separating a little bit. And I just don't need, I've got so many other highlighters. And like I mentioned, I have the NARS Orgasm Illuminator that I bought at like TJ Maxx years ago, which is very similar. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go. Like the peachy color it is and the gold kind of tend to like be separate. So I have to make sure I shake it real good. And I don't know, I think it might just be time to let it go. So I hope you enjoyed this kind of different video idea. If you did, definitely let me know you did by hitting the like button. Let me know if you've tried any of these products and how you feel about them. I always love talking with you all. You guys know that. So definitely let me know in the comment section. And definitely go down to the description box and binge watch some of my other content. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.